Hi everyone, welcome back to my January vlog where this month, as you will tell by reading the title, I am going to be reading the entirety of The Assistant to the Villain series by Hannah Nicole Meyer. I have this here. The reason I'm reading this month is because it is a highly anticipated read for me. I've been wanting to read them for so long, so it's finally time for me to do so. I'm also going to be buddy reading it with one of my friends, so I'm going to try and give you guys like updates on not just my thoughts, but my friend's thought as well as we go through this. I have a total of 3 books here to be reading this month. If you don't know, I'm a full-time college student and also work a part-time job, so I usually only read like 3 to 4 books a month, maybe sometimes 5. If we get to like a point where it's summer or winter break, I usually can read a lot more than that, but for majority of the year, it's just 3 to 4 books a month, depending on what's happening. I'm also currently watching Bridgerton, so that's taking up so much of my time. I love Bridgerton. It's amazing. I just finished season 2 today, so I'm about to go start season 3 after I film this, but I just wanted to pop in and start filming this one now. Of course, we're going to start with the first book of the series, Assistant to the Villain. To be honest, of course, you know the drill. I don't know too much about this book. I know that our main character, her name is Evie, and she's looking for a part-time job, which real girl is trying to support her family. And the only place she can get a job is working for the scary villain who lives up in some haunted manor up on a hill. And as she works with the villain, she comes to learn more about him and thinks that maybe there's like a little bit of a rat in the castle, if you know what I mean. Someone who's not quite on their side like they thought. But she's kind of just helping him out with this nefarious scheme, so it's very funny. I am definitely in the mood for like a fantasy rom-com because I actually haven't read that many of them before. Like, I don't know. Sometimes books really struggle to do like fantasy and comedy together. So I have really high expectations for this one since everyone really loves it. I've also heard that it's maybe getting a TV show adaptation. I don't know if that's true or not. And I know there's going to be a 4th book. This is now a trilogy. So I don't remember what the 4th one's name is. There's Assistant, Apprentice, and Accomplice. I think the 4th one is Adversary. I think I'm right too. But yeah, I'll just be reading these 3. I don't know when the 4th one releases. Hopefully soon, because I'd like to read it. But I have no idea. Perfect. Anyway, yeah, I actually also just recovered from the flu. So I was down for the count for a few days, and that's why my January vlog is coming out at the beginning of February. I had got it all filmed and everything, and then I just got sick, and I could not bring myself to edit or anything like that, so it is coming out quite late. And then I also started watching Bridgerton. It's really putting me back. It's putting me back, but I love the show. It's so good. But yeah, hopefully I will start this book either tonight or tomorrow, and I'll let you guys know more when I have started it. Okay, I'm back with some updates. Update number 1. Where'd I put it? It's all the way up here. This one. I have finished Assistant to the Villain. I know there was no like mid checkup for this one, but I have a good reason. I was on vacation. And while I was on vacation, I just like read the whole thing. It was really good. I think I was on vacation for like 4 days, so it only took me 4 days to read it, while also doing all my activities. So I think I rated this one a 5-star. It's a 5-star read for me. I loved it. It was really funny, really good. I did have really high hopes for this one because I've heard so many good things about it. And then I love a good like rom-com fantasy. That's like my 3 favorite things in one book. So I was really hoping this one would be good, and it did live up to my expectations. I, however, did not realize how much of a slow burn it would be. Like, this book was slow burn. So if you like slow burn, this one, it was so good. And then I loved all the internal dialogue from the villain and Evie about how, like, in love they were with each other, but they would never say it out loud. So it's like, from the get-go of this book, like, the very beginning, they have a crush on each other. And it's like heavy, and it's so cute, and they're so funny. I love Evie, and I love the villain. His name's actually Tristan. You learn that pretty early on in the book.
and I had a really good time with this one. It was only like 350 pages. I don't know. So it wasn't even like too long. Like, it was a good, quick, easy read. Then that brings us to book number 2, which I did start, I think maybe a day ago, but I'm only on like chapter 2, which is like 10 pages in, maybe. Yeah, if even. So, oh my gosh, these are so funny. Like, all the maps, and then they have all the doodles on them, which brings me to think about Kingsley. There's a frog in this book, and he holds up little signs. That was hilarious. Every time Kingsley had a little sign. And I feel like in this book, we maybe it's the next book, we get his POV. So I'm excited for whichever book his POV is in. I don't know which one, but anyway, that's all the updates I have for now. This one was a 5-star again, and hopefully I can pick this one up later on today. It's only like 4 p.m. right now, and I'm feeling pretty productive, so we shall see. Okay, hi everyone. Long time no see, because this update's probably coming in at least a week after I read Assistant to the Villain. But I'm now 200 pages into Apprentice to the Villain. I'm a little bit more than halfway there. Thoughts so far, I think this is also going to be another 5-star. I'm really enjoying it, and I've been like dying for like Sage and Evie to just have a moment where like they kiss or something, because when Hannah Nicole Meyer says that this book is a slow burn, she meant that. It is such a slow burn, and I live for it. And then they have their moments where there's like lots of tension. Like, this is a tension-filled book, which I love. It's like my rank of like favorite things in a book. I don't know. Number 1 is yearning, and then number 2 is probably tension. And I don't know what number 3 would be, because like nothing compares to those 2 for me. But in the part where I just read, we had a moment where there was a lot of tension. Chef's kiss, best chapter. So that's why I'm like really excited right now. It was chapter 40 plus 46. Also, I love that this book is so like multi-POV. I love like at least dual POV books. I hate when we only get one character's POV throughout the whole book. I at least want like the male leads. And this book flip-flops like so much. So we get like, each chapter is only like 3 or 4 pages. And it's like the villain, and then Evie, and then sometimes we get Rebecca, sometimes we get some other characters. And I think in the next book we're gonna get even more characters added onto that. So that's what I really love. Like, it's never a dull moment in this book. Every single part of it is exciting, because we're always just bouncing around to everyone else's view on what's happening right now. And I love it. Yeah, so right now in the book, they're trying to track down Evie's mom, thinking that she can help with like fulfilling Renadon's story. I'm not totally sure how to explain it. But, oh, also, can you see I just like looked at myself in the camera? My hair is now back to brown. It was pink, and then it was blonde. I have now dyed it back, because I know I was just talking about how I got back from a trip. But now I'm going out of the country again. And I was like, when I go out of the country, I want to go back to like brown hair for the pictures I'm going to take. I don't want it to be like blonde. So I just dyed it back like literally only 3 days ago. But anyway, back to Apprentice to the Villain. Yeah, Evie is now no longer just his assistant, but she's also helping him in all of his evil schemes, which I love, and she's tagging along, and she's part of everything, as she really was in the first book as well. But yeah, I love how like overprotective the villain can be of Evie, and they're dynamic, they're really funny, so cute. This book makes me laugh so much, which I know I said is like kind of rare in a book, because a lot of times like sometimes humor doesn't translate well from on the page, and Hannah Nicole Meyer does a really good job of that. So yeah, those are my final thoughts for this update. Really all I have to say. I don't want to spoil too much on the plot, which is usually why I talk more on like my opinions about the characters and the actual relationship. But the plot itself is also really cool and really interesting, and it's easier to follow. There's some points where I'm a little confused. I'm like, wait, what's happening right now? But I think I understand most of it. I'm hoping like the closer we get to the end, the more some of these things will make sense to me. I could just be a bit slow on picking it up. But yeah, I have work in probably, I'm looking at my phone, like an hour and a half. I have work in half an hour. I lied. It's in half an hour. So now I'm going to go change to my work clothes. It's a night shift, so I won't get back till late tonight, which probably means that's all the reading I'm going to do today. But tomorrow is a Sunday, and I'm hoping that I will finish it by tomorrow. I think I can. I'm trying to be on my phone less. I've recently got into playing like Stardew Valley, and I watched all of Bridgerton, which is why it's been a week, more than a week since I read. It's been maybe a week or 2 weeks. I watched all of Bridgerton, and it was really good, including Queen Charlotte, and then I started playing Stardew Valley. So I'm still behind on my reading, but I finished it all. I'm trying to control myself with Stardew Valley, so I'm back into reading. I am back with updates. So I don't know when the last time I checked in with you guys. It was a few days ago, but I've been busy, but I have been doing my reading, so I'm proud of myself for that. But I did read all of Apprentice to the Villain. I finished it. I think last time we talked, I was probably like a little bit more than halfway through. This one was another 5-star. I feel like the more I read the series, the more I love it, because the more I love like this whole found family that we have with everyone. And of course, I love the relationship between Tristan and Evie. And I think I mentioned this before, but I just want to go into more detail about how I love how Hannah Nicole Meyer goes like back and forth between all these different POVs, and like the story is just never boring. Like there's always something that's so interesting, and I love the whole following of like Renaudon's story. Like this one more so focuses on getting more pieces to the puzzle. So it is kind of a filler book, but it was very entertaining, like through and through. And we see more of Evie coming out like in her rebellious side and getting more of her, like we're getting more into depth on her emotions, which I loved. So this one was very exciting. But to continue, I have Accomplice to the Villain here, and as you can see, my bookmark's already in it. I'm like halfway through it. I probably more like 40%. But yeah, I'm on, let's see, chapter 36, which is page 143. And I love how we see like Kingsley on top of all the chapters in his little crown. And in addition, in this book, we also get Kingsley's POV, which is the frog. And we find out more backstory on him. I love his chapters because, he kind of just has always observed everything. So we get to finally see inside this little frog's head and hear his thoughts, what he has to say. And then, of course, his whole part in the story, he's part of Renaudon's story, and he is a major player in this book. So I very much love his chapters. And in this one, we get so much more, like, in both of these books, honestly. There's so much, like, yearning and tension in these. I love it. And Hannah Nicole Meyer always gives us, like, teeny tiny tidbits. But when she gives us those little tidbits, those little scenes, those little chapters, they are so good. And so I just read one, An Accomplice to the Villain. I loved it. So I'm predicting this is also going to be 5-star. And I'm going to be so sad when I have to wait till, like, I think it's August or something. I think it's August 4th when the last book comes out, Adversary to the Villain. I know when I finish this, I'm going to be so sad. R.I.P. But yeah, I have a busy day again tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the hay. I might read a little bit more, but I will get back to you guys probably when I have finished this. And that'll be the end of this video. Okay, I'm back with my final update because I have finished Accomplice to the Villain. I actually finished it yesterday, last night, and it was so good. Once again, a 5-star. This was a 5-star series for me. I loved it so much. This portion of the video, it's like basically me reiterating everything from before about how much I love Hannah Nicole Meyer's writing. I hope I'm saying her name right. And everything else with the storyline. We had some really great moments near at the end. Really good plot twist. She always does such a great job of like finishing off her books. Like there's so much going on and so much that's going to move forward in book 4. I am so excited for it. And I literally finished this book and then I went on her Instagram to go see if she'd put up any like little spoilers about Adversary to the Villain, which she had. But Adversary to the Villain comes out August 4th, so I have a little bit of wait as it's now like the beginning of March. So there's been more time, which is really sad. But I know like the day that drops, I'm going to go buy it and spend the whole day reading it because I'm that excited for Adversary to the Villain. There's so many things that I want to like kind of spoil about the ending, but I won't. But I feel like there's so many different like small little plot points going on with each and every character, because again we have like so many different character POVs and they all have their own like little personal things going on, and they're such great add-ons to the story as a whole. I love it so much. But yeah, that is the end of this vlog. Another 5-star read. I highly recommend this series to everyone here who's watching. And yeah, I am going to take this week to do some editing, start filming my March vlog, which that'll probably come out like at the end of March, or sometime around there. This is the week that I leave to go out of the country, so I have quite a bit of like packing and stuff to finish up and do for my school. My dog's running upstairs. So yeah, I'm also gonna take this time to read a few memoirs and just like wind down. I have a few memoirs on my radar that I want to read. I could usually read those in like a day because I just binge them. Like I don't sleep. So that's kind of the plan. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next vlog, which I am so excited to film for you guys. It's a new, exciting one. Majority of the books in that one I will be reading like on the plane. So I have like quite a few crammed in there since I have such like long flights. And you know, when I'm not sleeping, I will be reading. I don't really watch movies on planes. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!